What up, everybody? YouTube Live. Somebody save me. I don't care how you do it. Somebody save me. Hmm. God, I freaking love Smallville, man. I was a diehard fan of Smallville series. You have no freaking idea. I watched all those episodes religiously, even when the seasons when Michael Rosenbaum, Lex Luthor, left the show. Kind of went downhill a little bit for those few seasons. The story's quality was like what? Yeah, and I wasn't really into Justin Hartley as Green Arrow either. It was a half-ass, yeah, half-hearted way that they were trying to attempt to make it, to trying to insert Justice League into the Smallville story arc. So, but I still like the show, and I'm a big fan of Tom Welling and the hottie Erica Durance. Erica Durance is Canadian, by the way. I just came back from Canada. My goodness, the women in Canada are gorgeous. So when I found out like Erica Durance is Canadian, I was like, of course, of course. Why am I not surprised? Um, I'm here just to give you a brief entertainment news that you've probably already heard by now. It's all over the web these past 24 hours. That Smallville stars Tom Welling and Erica Durance will will reprise their roles respectively as Clark Kent slash Superman and Lois Lane for the CW's big crossover event that's happening this year called Crisis on Infinite Earths, which is based on the on one of DC's most popular best-selling comic book series of all time. I think it was in the 80s, right? Crisis on Infinite Earths. I think I think Marv Wolfman did it. I think my memory doesn't serve me right these days. Um, so anyway, the CW is adapting that story arc for this crossover, and it's gonna feature three Supermen. All right. So Brandon Routh is coming back. Brandon Routh, who played Superman in the 2006 movie Superman Returns, directed by he who will not be mentioned. All right, we'll mention his name real quick. Brian Singer, the controversial guy. Um, and then Tyler Hoechlin will come back. Tyler played Superman in Supergirl series a few times. And for the Supergirl series, the one who plays Lois Lane is Elizabeth Tulloch, and she will also be back. And so that's two Earths, right? Two Earths. And so the third Superman is Tom Welling. Um, and Erica Durance as Lois Lane. So I tweeted this that apparently the only person that is not coming back or hasn't been called back to reprise her role as well is Kate Bosworth, who played Lois Lane in the 2006 movie Superman Returns. Maybe the script for Crisis on the Infinite Earths will not have a room for Kate Bosworth's Lois Lane, or maybe they're gonna have, I don't know, some way to cop out of that. Maybe they'll like, oh yes, the Lois Lane in Brandon Routh's Superman's Earth has died, or she divorced him, whatever, right? Or they're separated, so she's not part of the story. We don't know. But yeah, Tyler and Elizabeth are back, Superman Lois Lane. Tom Welling and Erica are back, Superman and Lois Lane. And then Brandon Routh will be back as Superman. Three Superman. This Crisis on Infinite Earths obviously involves multiple Earths, multiple universes. I'm so curious as to how the writers and the showrunners will play this one out, because Black Lightning also will be part of the crossover. Finally, right? Finally, holy crap. Black Lightning has been benched for the past couple of years. So now they get to also play with the rest of the gang. So I don't know how this is gonna work out because those of you comic book fans, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Crisis on Infinite Earths um, in the pages has Brainiac. I think it features Alexander Luthor Jr., Lex Luthor's son from one of the Earths, not Earth 1. Um, so, I mean, are they going to cast an actor to play Alexander Luthor? Or, see, that's the thing, though. With many of the crossovers in the past that they've done on CW, they alter some things. They change. If they would take a story arc from the comic books, whatever, like for example, Earth X, and they would change certain elements so that they could involve Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow. So those guys will fill the void that in the pages or in the comic books are played by other characters. Do you see where I'm getting at? Um, so we'll see. Maybe it's not gonna feature Brainiac and Lex Jr. Maybe it's a different storyline. They just happen to borrow the Crisis on Infinite Earths title, so that's a possibility. But I'm just glad. I'm so stoked. Oh my god, you have no idea, dude. For the entire Erica Durance became Lois Lane in Smallville, I think coming into season 4, I believe. She started recurring first, and then, of course, she became a Sears regular. But man, you have no idea. I was in college, right? I was in college for the first 5 seasons of Smallville, and I just had the hugest crush on Erica Durance. My favorite episode uh involving her. I have a lot of Smallville favorite episodes. But there's an episode where she had to pretend to be a stripper. She was wearing this patriotic red, white, and blue, get up or bikini, if you will. And man, she looks fantastic. And there's an episode also when she was like in the lake swimming. I think that's the episode that they introduced Aquaman. Oh, she looks amazing in that red bikini. I'm sorry, I have to express my obsession with Erica Durance. Okay, I love this woman, and uh, during the last few seasons of Smallville, when Clark Kent and Lois Lane are part of the Daily Planet, and by that time, as you know, my fellow Smallville fans, they have revealed, all right, Clark Kent's identity has been revealed to Lois Lane. Lois Lane already knows about Clark Kent. And man, I love those. It's because it's not like will they, won't they anymore. It's just straight up like they can't stop getting their hands all over each other. There are moments when she's like so horny for him, and vice versa. And there's a lot of on-screen couples out there. Oh, hi Devin Yell. What's up, Devin? There's a lot of on-screen couples out there, either in movies or on television, that you just know in your gut as an audience watching them. You're like, something's off here. I'm not feeling the chemistry between them. You've seen those couples, right? On or characters, as you say, either on shows or in the movies. But that's not the case with Tom Welling and Erica Durance. They were just so like you can believe that they were a couple. Like you can believe like they were in love, man, because they were just like. And Tom Welling plays this because he kind of channels in his performance as Clark Kent in the Daily Planet. He channels Christopher Reeve's bumbling Clark Kent persona, and Erica Durance is just on point as the feisty, confident Lois Lane that goes after it. She knows what she wants and she goes after it, you know? Man, what a great casting, those two. Um, the showrunners lucked out, man. They could not have picked better people to play those roles. Oh, I had the hugest crush. I think Erica Durance is HO to the T. Even now that she's a mother of two, she still looks hot. She plays Supergirl's mom, Supergirl's biological mom on Supergirl. So it brings back memories. It brings back nostalgia. It's been 9 years, I believe, since Smallville ended. We saw Tom Welling as recurring or was part of the Lucifer season 3, I believe. He played Kane. That was just an okay role for him. It was not that great in my opinion. He'll always be like this Superman Clark Kent guy, you know. So yeah, I just want to express my love for Smallville because I never done Smallville editorial or review here on the channel. So I'm so happy about this news. Ah, I can't wait. It's gonna be like when I see the episodes featuring those two on Crisis on Infinite Earths. I would be like a girl screaming hysterically, just fangirling, okay, geeking out. Ah, love them, love them, love them. All right. Before I end, I also want to share with you a few more information about Crisis on Infinite Earths, um, and the dates that you will be able to watch these episodes or when they will air. First of all, Kevin Conroy, the legendary Kevin Conroy, whom I interviewed at Comic Con. So go watch my interview with Kevin Conroy. He's the voice of Batman in Batman animated series and Batman Beyond. He will be back and he'll be playing older Bruce Wayne in the future in this Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover. So I guess Kevin Conroy will be doing live action for this one instead of voice work. Black Lightning will be part of the crossover. I told you that. I told you that already. So here are the air times. The first episode of crossover Crisis on Infinite Earths will happen on Supergirl episode Sunday, December 8th. And then it will continue on Batwoman episode Monday, December 9th. And then The Flash Tuesday, December 10th. And then Arrow, as you know, is in its final season. So that's Tuesday, January 14th. And then it will culminate or it will end with the DC Legends of Tomorrow episode on Tuesday, January 14th, the same evening as Arrow. So yeah, five big epic episodes of this year's crossover featuring Tom Welling and my celeb crush, Erica Durance. God, so good. So good. It'll be like we it'll be like the show never ended. Oh, here's another question that I have though for it before I end. Um Hey, Kaios is here. I have to admit, I'm actually happy to hear about Tom Welling coming back as Superman, right? Oh, I'm so happy. As a fan of Smallville, it brings me this warm, fuzzy feeling. Now, I forgot to mention, here's what I here's what I'm wondering. Now, if you've watched Supergirl series, you know, Tyler Hoechlin and Elizabeth Tulloch, they play Superman and Lois Lane in Supergirl series or on Supergirl series. Um, do you remember? I think it was last season. There are scenes involving um, Clark Kent and Lois Lane back in Smallville Farm. And guess what exact set did they use? They used the same set and backdrop and location, same house, same barn as the one in the Smallville series, you know, with Tom Welling. That's what they used on last season of Supergirl with Tyler Hoechlin as Superman. So, um, I'm wondering. I mean, now that Tom Welling is gonna be joining this crossover, so I guess they can't have that shot of that barn and the Kent's home, because it's obvious that it's obvious that Tyler Hoechlin Superman stole it from Tom Welling. Stole, I mean in a kind word, of course. So there's not gonna be. I bet you there's not gonna be shots of. There's not gonna be any scenes involving that backdrop, that barn, that Kent house, because now apparently, according to last season of Supergirl, that place now belongs to Tyler Hoechlin Superman, not Tom Welling Superman. So, um, Kaya says, but as a Superman fan and a fan of Smallville, I was kind of upset that he didn't wear the Superman suit. Hopefully, we'll get to see him fully in the suit. Yes, but remember, Kaios, do you remember the last shot of the last episode of Smallville? Remember that? He was on top of the roof, and Tom Welling doing the Christopher Reeve run as he opens up his shirt, and you see the S. So I guess technically, you can say that as, or you can consider that as him wearing the suit, not full on, obviously, but yeah. Um, but yeah, I would want to see the same too. I'm with you there, Kaios. I hope we get to see Tom Welling with full on cape, blue suit and whatnot. And remember, on the last episode of Smallville, Lois Lane was on the plane, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. It's been years since I saw that episode. Yeah, I believe it was Lois Lane, and the plane was in chaos or there's trouble, and you see Superman flying in the distance. I'm sorry, in the distance, and he was there to help the plane land safely. That's cool, right? There's a shot of Tom Welling close up face flying as he kind of approaches the airplane. Go watch the episode again. Trust me. So there's not really a shot of him full on with the costume on. It was like more of a close up of his face, and then a distance shot of him as Superman. So it was more of a tease. It was more of a tease what they did there in the final episode of Smallville. But yeah, I'm with you, Kaios. As a fan, this crossover needs to satisfy our and quench our thirst to see Tom Welling in full on Superman suit. He deserves it, man. He was so good in that role for 10 years. So good, so good. And equally hot is Erica Durance. God, that woman is sexy as hell. Not just looks, not just body, not just outside appearance, but the way she plays Lois is like spot on, like Margot Kidder, feisty. Like I said, knows what she wants, goes after it, and she's sharp, man. She's sharp. I love Erica Durance's portrayal as Lois Lane. I should do a ranking video of my favorite Lois Lanes. Yeah, I should do that. With us getting 3 Supermans and Supergirl, we'll even need the rest of the Arrowverse heroes to save the day, right? Right, Kaios? That's a good question. That's a shitload of superheroes. That's a ton. That's quite plenty to save the day. Like, I think if you put in Legends of Tomorrow, it'll be like overload, overload. The alarm will go off like, oh my god, this elevator can only take this much weight. That kind of situation. Yeah, it might be a little bit of an overkill there. The villains will be like, whoa, I'm out, you guys out, you guys are out, you guys outnumber us. I tapped out. So anyway, thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in and for listening to my sharing my happiness, my expressing joy about Tom Welling and Erica Durance coming back. Oh, just hearing me saying that again. Oh, so good. Tom Welling and Erica Durance. Oh, Erica, my celeb crush. Mm. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, subscribe to my channel, press that like button, and ring that bell. And if you can help support this channel, please do so at patreon.com/ramascreen. Somebody save me. I don't care how you do it. Somebody save me. Sing it with me now. Woo!